Hey Aries, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for clicking on the video. This is going to be a general energy reading for roughly the next 30 days. So about through the end of July, going into the second week of August. Okay. As always, if the message does not resonate, make sure to check out your moon sign or rising sign. Don't force the message to fit, guys. Your message for the month could be located in another area of your chart on my channel. All right. So Aries, we're just going to get started here. What's going on for you guys? Right away, we have two cards flip over for y'all. We have the Nine of Wands and the Hierophant. There could be something going on where you guys are taking some sort of pause to learn something new. That is what is popping in my head here. The Nine of Wands talks about taking a rest, taking a break. Could be having to do with something, a relationship or an endeavor that you guys have been pursuing for a while. But there is some sort of pause here. Nine of Wands also talks about staying strong through the process. And then the Hierophant is learning new skills, being committed to the process. Okay. Queen of Swords here as the third card out could be dealing with some sort of communication, needing clear answers. So this could mean a lot of things right off the bat. Let's pull some more cards to kind of get a clearer picture of what's going on for you guys. But I am getting that you guys are kind of in the process with something. Could be career, could be love. It is a general energy reading, so just take how it fits for you in your life. But there's some sort of commitment here where you're like really committed to this process, Aries. You're not going to give up. The Nine of Wands, especially since it's your first card here, the Nine of Wands talks about not giving up. The whole point is, yes, you might be resting, but there's a little bit to go before you get to that finish line. The Hierophant also is like a commitment. So we have the Eight of Cups here that we just pulled for the last card on the top row. This is moving forward emotionally, very steady energy, trying to get out of some sort of emotional turmoil. So for some of you, this really could be a relationship with that, since we do have that Eight of Cups energy coming on in. You could be trying to move on from something, really trying to stick to your guns on an issue here. I'm going to go ahead and start pulling the bottom row because I feel like, sometimes I get the message from the first card, and then other times I like to pull the whole 8-card set before I really dig in. So let's get some more cards here, Aries. Okay. We have the Four of Swords right under that Nine of Wands, which is another card talking about rest. The Four of Swords is a needed rest, almost like you just went through a battle and you now need to take a break, lay down in your bed, just take some time, nurse that headache a little bit, whatever it may be. So this is a time for you to kind of think things through. So there is something here. You could even be like at a crossroads, Aries, where you're having to make a decision. Queen of Swords would also talk about making a decision here. For some of you, it almost is like, do I keep pursuing this relationship with this person, or do I kind of give up on it? Especially again, because we have that Eight of Cups here. So that very well could be the question some of you are wondering. For others, I feel like this is almost like you just feeling a little lost right now is really what's popping in my head. You're wondering where you should commit your energy to. Maybe career is like you're kind of taking a pause with career right now and trying to figure out what's the best move forward here. Let's see. We have the High Priestess under this Hierophant. So two major arcana cards and also two almost like guidance counselor cards, right? The High Priestess suggests that we need to listen to our gut feeling here, but also with the Hierophant needing to learn new skills, needing to commit to something. So whatever this is, it's almost like you guys do need to make a decision. Again, I'm getting that crossroads energy. Let's get the last two cards for the bottom. I feel like there's just like a lot going on. Honestly, like that's what's popping in my head, Aries. You guys might have like several things spinning right now. Maybe there's a relationship in the works. Maybe career has changed. Maybe you've recently moved jobs, something like that. And you're kind of like, man, am I doing the right things here? I've changed so much that it's like almost I don't know what I should keep consistent and what I should change again because I'm not quite where I want to be. Okay, we have the Six of Cups here. So again, relationship is kind of popping in again here. I don't feel like it's going to be for everybody, but it's kind of saying like, hey, yes, relationship. relationship is definitely something here with the Six of Cups. This is about giving and receiving equal love. So for some of you, if you have started a relationship or you're wondering about a relationship, this could be that you're not really receiving equal parts with this person. Like maybe you're afraid that you care more about this person than they care about you. Or they're just not really like being super forward with their commitment, their love for you. So there's just questions there. There's clarity that you need you need answers. I mean, that's what the Queen of Swords is about, is getting answers. And then lastly here we have the Emperor, and dang, the Emperor really has been popping up for almost every single sign on these July readings, which is really interesting. So for a lot of us right now, we are needing to take charge of our path. And that really comes into play here in your reading, Aries. Especially it being the last card here, you could be dealing with a fire sign. It seems like fire energy is like all over the place right now, all over the board for everybody. So could be dealing with a fire sign, could be dealing with a fellow Aries. I mean, you guys are the Emperor. That is your card. So you're showing up here in a strong position. But for most of you, I feel like this is you taking charge and you're choosing to move forward here in a new direction. I feel like that's what you need to do. But there's a lot of confusion here. Like you're taking this rest. And like a little bit of a break before really committing to that change, because I feel like you guys have been going through a lot of changes, and so you're now questioning, like, am I changing too many things at once? But for you guys, you know, Aries, you aren't ones to really stick around long when you're not satisfied in an area. Like, you know, pretty quick you've made up your mind if this is for you or not. So I think, Aries, you know, if you feel like it's not for you, whether it be relationship, career, whatever the situation may be, if you already get the vibe it's not for you, you guys aren't gonna want to stick around. That is something I know for sure about Aries. So let's clarify this reading and see if we can get a little bit more detail. We have the Two of Swords. Okay, so I was on the mark when I was talking about a decision. The Two of Swords is that main card talking about needing to make a decision. And you guys, you have been hesitant. Like, I feel like usually you're pretty, like, you know, just snap your fingers and you move on. But with this, you've been kind of hesitant to really say for sure. I feel like there's something scary here where you're kind of worried you might be making a mistake. I think you want to move forward. You want to move on from the situation, but it's like, should I not? And you could have, you know, your heart could be entwined in this issue, and that's really making it more of a struggle than it might normally be. Yeah, I just feel like, let's see here. Oh, okay. Trying to pick this up. We have the Ten of Pentacles clarifying that Hierophant. So this does have to do something with home life, family, could even be marriage. I mean, goodness, like if some of y'all are thinking of like divorce, that could very well be the case for some of y'all. Now, obviously that won't be for everyone, but Ten of Pentacles talks about that home life, talks about all the things you have around you that really give you the sense that you have been successful in life, like your home, your family, the wealth that you've been able to accumulate. So this is a struggle here talking about your home life, your assets, your very physical things around you. You're like, I want to get to a better place. I want to get to a more stable place. I want a better home life. How do I make that happen? And I feel like there's something here that you're wanting to cut out, but you're just not quite sure, like, if it's going to be the right decision. We have two cards come out here. We have the Empress. So now we have counterparts here. So this very well could be a relationship for some of y'all. And then look at this. We have the Ace of Cups coming out on that Eight of Cups. So I think moving forward here, Aries, is definitely the right call. That is going to bring you a new beginning here, a new burst of happiness, something new that you are going to be doing. Ace of Cups could also be a relationship moving on. Something like that, where you're really able to let go, finally release old baggage, that kind of thing. This Empress on the Queen of Swords. You guys, it's like you need to realize your own abundance here. The clarity you're looking for, it's almost like you need to look within yourself to realize, like, I have everything I need. I really don't need this person in my life. You know, if this is the case where you're dealing with a person, Aries, you don't need this person in your life to really move things forward and get this happy home kind of situation, getting more stable. I feel like that is really what y'all are struggling with here. The Queen of Swords talks about cutting people out as well. I mean, that is another thing that card can signify. So I feel like you guys are realizing you're the Empress here. You don't need to keep people that drag you down in your life, especially if they are not excited for your success. A lot of times people want to keep us in like quicksand with them because that's where they're happy. But you guys are trying to move forward. You're trying to create a better life. And, you know, if they are not willing to come along that journey, then, you know, that might not be the person that you want to keep around. Okay, we have, for the Four of Swords, we have the Queen of Swords. Again, a lot of sword energy here, guys. So we are talking about making some changes here. Definitely. And a lot of stuff you all are thinking over in your head here. So again, this Queen of Swords on the Four of Swords, this tells me you're heavily thinking about whether you need to cut this thing out of your life. Again, might not be a relationship for everybody. This could be a bad job, school situation, okay? But you're thinking of making this change. You're thinking about making this change, and I feel like you kind of really already have your mind made up. But there's a little bit of hesitation. We have the Ten of Swords, more sword energy here on the High Priestess. Yeah, your intuition here, guys, is telling you that you need to move on. The Ten of Swords talks about cutting your losses and moving forward. Let this old pain die away. Learn your lessons and move forward. We have the Six of Cups clarified by the Emperor. Grab that. Six of Cups clarified by the Emperor. So there you guys are again. You're prioritizing yourself here, which I think is good, Aries. That's really the energy that everyone has right now, taking charge. Be the Emperor. Be the Emperor, taking charge. Take charge of your life, where you want it to go. That's what everybody needs to do right now. A lot of new beginnings happening, a lot of new cycles in 2021. So this to me says, like, if you're not getting what you need out of this situation, move it right along. Take charge. You know what you want, Aries. I feel like you know what you want. So don't prolong this issue longer than it needs to be drawn out, you know? Okay, let's clarify this Emperor. Lastly, last card, Emperor. Okay. We have the Five of Pentacles. So the Five of Pentacles talks about not having enough, basically. And remember, we were talking about this Ten of Pentacles where you want that stable home life. So this tells me that this is what you're trying to take control of here. The Five of Pentacles is feeling unstable, feeling left out in the cold, feeling like home is not a safe place. You don't have enough. Maybe you're short on money, okay? Whatever it is. So this is what you guys are trying to change. And I think, you know, this whole reading tells me that you guys are probably going to move on from the situation to better your lives. And I think that's a great decision, Aries. So let's just pull some advice cards to wrap this reading up. What does Aries need to hear going into the rest of July and into August? What does Aries need to hear? Okay, we have sundress. Do it for you. Yes, this matches exactly what we've been saying, guys. Do it for you. You know what you want, Aries. Like, I feel like you guys know exactly what it is that you want. You just need to do it for yourself. Stop worrying about the other person. I think, really, you've done a lot of worrying that you don't even need to do for this person. We have mural. Be your own first priority. Look at that. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Be your first priority. You need to stop prioritizing this other person that really wants to keep you stuck. They want to keep you stuck where they are. And you're ready to move forward onto better things. Last card here. Okay, we have Castle. It's time for healing, not war. So yeah, I feel like saying, Aries, like, don't even, like, whoever this is that you're dealing with or situation, again, could be a workplace thing. But whatever it is that you're dealing with, don't even fight them. Just leave is what I want to say. Like, you don't need to fight this person. You don't need to explain yourself to the people or situation. Okay. If you're not happy, you want to leave. There is nothing stopping you from doing that. And you don't owe anyone an explanation. It's time to focus on you. It's time to heal you and move forward in the way that, you know, High Priestess guy came out you need to listen to your intuition. So that is what I have for you, Aries. If you enjoyed it, please remember to like and subscribe. It means a lot, guys, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks. Bye.